So Shaquille O'Neal says Tim Duncan made Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker and the good players. Him and T Mac got into it, and T Mac said, "Now, what do I think about what Shaquille O'Neal said about this?" I agree. Now, would they have been good without him? Yes. Would they have been interesting without him? Yes. But let me break down something why Shaq is 100 on this. This is where you be a basketball nerd and you go on and on and on. Um, Shaq hit the nail on it because um there when they played the Nets in the finals in '03, even though they beat the Nets, the thing was Tony Parker traded for Jason Kidd. There was always this thought that um he wasn't as good to be playing with Tim Duncan. So by his styling enabled it. Think about it. Ginobili was worby derby and herky jerky, very talented, etc., etc. But the Duncan ability brought all that together. Duncan's leadership and his strength, they fed off of it. You have to have a dominant player where people look great in the system. So then you be like, I wonder what they would have been like if they hadn't played with him. Now, the old Tony Parker did get that 2007 MVP against Cleveland and that finals against LeBron and them and that sweep, which was a joke of a series because that series was as blank as that end of The Sopranos black screen. Um, Duncan made that thing possible. They rode and died what Tim Duncan did. Timmy D was the reason. And yeah, and it doesn't take away the fact that they turned out to be what they turned out to be. But when you have a guy that's an alpha, of course you're gonna feed off of how great he is. It's like Bird did with Parrish and McHale. Because Parrish and McHale aren't considered in the same breath as Larry Bird. They're considered the greatest front court, but no one puts McHale and Parrish in the top 25 or 30 all time. Now, David Robinson and Tim Duncan, but David Robinson might be in the 20s. Duncan's a top fiver. You can make that case. But Parker and Ginobili not considered that dude. So I know exactly what Shaq was saying because he enabled them. And remember, Duncan could do what they could do too. He could pass, he could shoot outside, inside. That's why he's a big fundamental. Duncan is one of the most underrated, underappreciated greats ever because he doesn't get the due for his intelligence and his ability to make the game simpler for others. Everybody just assumes because he was big and low key and he played with Darren Robinson or that he inherited his skill set, but they downplayed the tangibles. Yeah, they benefit off of him. So do I agree with what Shaq said? Yeah. Now that's not taking away that they didn't turn out to be really good players, etc. But come on now. Playing with a guy like Tim Duncan did wonders for their psychic. It did wonders for their careers. You know, every time you play with a big that's dominant and you can benefit from it, it's gonna make your game look even better. And in some cases, people are gonna be wondering what would have happened if and if. But remember, Tony Parker was close to being traded, even though they beat the Nets. He was close to being traded for Jason Kidd because they thought they could get an upgrade. So that right there substantiates Shaq's claim right there. Ginobili played very well in '03. First two games against the Pistons in '05 finals, he could have been the finals MVP. But then they went 7 games. Duncan got it. The point is, as great as Parker and Ginobili is, no one ever put them on the same level as Tim Duncan. And that's all I'm trying to say. So I agree with what Shaq said. Because that also that's how a guy makes a teammates better. That's a message to LeBron James fans out there. You ain't never heard no one say that he made anybody better. Because did he make Dwayne Wade Bosh better? Did he make Kyrie Irving better? Kevin Love better? Anthony Davis better? But I can sit there and tell you Tim Duncan made people better. I can tell you. I can tell you Magic Johnson made people better. I can tell you Shaq made people better. I can tell you playing with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made people better. Larry Bird made people better. See, when we start, Steph Curry made people better. See where we're going with this? Bill Russell certainly made people better. Wilt Chamberlain, people fed off of that. Think about it now. When we start talking about the all-time greatest, Magic Johnson obviously made people better. Think about who made people better. Think about it. Jordan did too. Think about it. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And the questions be in there. I'm out.